afternoon, morning, evening. This is Scott, Hillbilly Railroad. I am, as you can see, under the layout. I've got some wires to clean up and organize and try to make some new plugs. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we'll find out. Let me do this first. There. Wednesday at noon might be changing. I don't know. Depends on how things go. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage, Mountain Dew or Pepsi, Coke, root beer. Mine's coffee and Mountain Dew. I will spin you this way and we will see what I'm going to get into. Okay, there you are, all on the laptop. I hope the sound's okay. What I've done is I have stretched wire throughout the layout for the 12 volt, 5 volt, and let me, that way you can see a little bit what I'm doing. Yeah, coffee, no doubt, Joe. I took a power supply, converted it into power for the layout. I have a 10 amp, 10 watt resistor, something like that, inside here. That way it holds the load like it's running a computer. I've got my negative, positive, or negative. I want to say the 10 is a 5 amp, yellow is definitely the 12, and I think the orange is 3 amp. So that will run 90% of what you have on your layout, as far as like the lights, signals, everything. But these wires right here are in my way. They're gaudy. I don't like them. Excuse me. So, what my plans are, if I can remember to grab everything, but as usual, I don't. So what I'm going to attempt to do is mount these right here. One will be for 5 amp, one will be for 3 amp, and that way I've already got my 12 amp over here. I got my 12 positive, 12 negative, and I split the center up for the ground for the Digitrack system. That's what all these, this green wire here, the green wire here, those two are connected through the block. That way I can run ending blocks over wherever these are and tie into them. Hello, Nissy. Thank you, girl, for joining. The brown one I know will be for my 12 because it is the most durable, thickest. The white wire is actually foam wire. And I did this all to, and I taped them together because these two are going one of them. baby. There it is. Okay. This blue one and this white one go to the center. The center section of the layout. That way I have my 5 and 3 amp over there. And oh, cool. I do have a couple laying on it. Now, if I can remember which two I just had. I know it's the blue one. Man, got it right the first time. This blue one and this white one goes towards the back of the room. Actually back in the far corner by the back door, along with this one, just in case I have to set up another power district in that area. I already have my 12-volt running for any electrical components from Digitrack that I hook up. Yeah. We'll show these out anyway. Okay, now that looks a little better. I am a stickler for keeping things nice and neat and organized. That way it's easier to trace and label. And I think I'm gonna get my trusty old left-hander here. And I think I'll put that one right there. Well, maybe. Maybe. I hope everybody's having a safe day during this nasty weather. I talked to my mom in Akron, and come on, fingers, she got 10 inches of snow the first time, and then the second time they got 8. Come on, baby. We should pre-drill these. That's what we're doing. I ain't fighting it no more. Oh. Whew. Okay, now once I get almost got my toe. When I and then I talked to Dave up there in Cleveland. He said that part up there got like 25 inches. We got lucky. We only had 8 during this whole ordeal. Which I figure that way, cut some of this off. I mean, this wire is here for the phone, and I don't know where this blue. My brother-in-law gave me the blue and the brown, but it's tight quarters underneath here. Okay, I think I am going to go fishing. Oh, I broke it. But it's still there. Okay, I think that will be for my file. And that way, if I got to run anything else in this area, I've got room. Because I still got to figure how to hook this bad boy up when I get my hand held. This product is not a toy, no doubt. Oh. Just dark and rainy. Well, we're in that cold snap right now where everything, where everything is, that did come down, the rain and then the freezing rain and then the sleet and then the snow, has all refroze. I mean, it's like a skating rink. Kids are loving it because there's no school half the week. But you'll have them on that big jobs. Oh, okay. The laptop that I'm using is the main laptop. I bought my wife a new one, and she gave me her old one. Yippee. This laptop here is for running a JMRI. That is the only thing. Well, I lied. JMRI and oh. What is that? Andrino. That's the only two things on that laptop. That way, God, I got so much in store as far as the little things that I'm going to do to this layout as far as animation. I hope I said that right. A lot of work in progress that will be a lot of trial and error. And I do mean a lot. Oh, I got to give a plug out. I watch the DCC guy. He has a lot of good material. He mentioned something a couple videos ago about Walter's railers. Yeah. You know how you buy some of them and you got to cut them apart, and then you've got that little metal post at the end of it that will poke you every time? Well, I'm not giving a plug out. I'm not getting paid for this or nothing. But you get 48, and I mean 48 of the perfect railers. They slide right on. There's no fighting them. They're nice and tight. So I had to get me some because I'm tired of poking my fingers. Some people use a flathead screwdriver. Some use pliers. Me personally, Walters is definitely the re-railer, or the rail joiners, excuse me, rail joiners that I will buy from now on. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Not cutting any of the others. Hey, it worked. Ah. And this B5, this will be for in my way right now. Okay, so I got black, green, yellow, and red. Excuse me. Um, I will make my green my negative ground for anything over that way. And of course my yellow and black, my yellow is gone. We ain't using that. Okay, so I got my hot, my 5, my negative, or my earth ground, as they all call it, and my negative. We will go to the negative top. That way, if anything hits it, it won't short out. Come on, fingers, get in there. Yeah, I like to see how I'm going to do my next project here. What they call this cable right here, black cable. Oh, you ain't lying there, girl. You ain't lying there. If they ever want to find my DNA, just look at the railroad. But them Walters, man, they are nice. You grab them on the side, slide them right on. You know, if you cut a piece of track, you have to clean the under edge of it as normal, but all in all, they're pretty good. I don't even know why I attempted that. That's one thing. One thing that these don't have is a small enough grip. I guess I'm gonna have to break out and buy them fancy ones. Oh, I did, my lighter. There, I just saved myself $50. Now, I got the wrong style screwdriver. You gotta see the mess I have up top. Which we'll go up there here in a little bit, because I want to show you what I've gotten done on the layout as far as track work. I hooked up something that I didn't think I'd ever be able to hook up, and it works. Right there. First one I have ever hooked up. And it works. These right here, my brother-in-law gave me. You can put these in your car and wear them wires on them. We can tell they're brand new. Okay, now I've got my 3 amp or my 5 amp hooked up. Run over. Now, if I need to, I have the bottom 3 here for another setup. And that way we can go from there. I'm having problems. Everybody does. This is supposed to be a short circuit. If one part of your track gets grounded out, supposed to kick it until it's released, not shut the other ones down. I think it's all due to this box down here. There. My Zephyr, because it is a command station and a booster. And I have this wired up right. I have went through it 50 million times. And I even went as far as this is the outside and this is the inside. 1 through 4 marked off, power marked off, everything's sweet as candy. But when I test it over on the lumberyard area, take the quarter test and drop it, it shuts down my whole system. And I can't figure that out yet. And I think it has to do with the Zephyr being a command station and a booster. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get the Bible back out and restudy it. Oh, I had this. This right here was the on and off for my layout. Key, take it out. Nobody can get into it. Those keys sorted out, and in the middle of running, it would turn the unit off. So I went and put in a little on and off switch, which is running the computer supply. Took care of that problem. The next thing is they are well, last night I went through and I swept all this up and got it all cleaned up nice, and now I'm throwing stuff back on the floor. Well, I'll tell you what, when you poke yourself with one of them railers, it does hurt. But my biggest accomplishment was, I'll turn this backwards. This one. And I want this one. I don't know what my wife's in there cooking, but man, it's no good. Okay. Give it a little crispy. How would this? That'll work. That. nothing that right now is permanent as far as what I'm hooking up, because I still got to build a panel for my switches. Now, a lot of them will be hand through, and a lot of them will be hand through. But there's 3 of them that I kind of screwed myself on. From this lip right here to the wall is 2.5 inches. And I should have played the lottery, because when I drilled my hole for the swing arm, it come right down beside this piece of wood. I mean, right down next to it. I couldn't have done that again to save my tail. But the wife told me, says, go play lottery. Yes, baby.
You breakfast.
Oh, come on, fingers. I hate when they don't want to work. Well, I could have given myself a little bit of slack. No, I got to be all up on it and be tight about it. Okay. Like I said, this is not permanent because I do have to build a panel for it. And where I'm going to put the panel at, I don't have the slightest idea yet. But I don't want these 2 grounded out. There, that way they don't ground out. Oh, that was my test clips. Oh well, they're shorter now. I wasn't gonna say nothing until I knew for sure, okay? But I have hit and held 250 for almost 2 weeks now. That's 250 subscribers. I think I'm at 252. But they've held at 2, because sometimes I don't know if it's just me or if YouTube just don't like me, but every once in a while it seems like I'll lose 10 subscribers and then come back in a couple of days and have 10 plus 3, it's like, okay. But I wasn't going to say nothing because it did drop down to 243. Like I said, now I'm back up to 252. But I want to personally thank everybody that has subscribed to me, that has got to know me. Y'all are family. We treat each other as family. If we need help from anybody, they're there. Meatballs. Oh, girl. That's one thing that's nice about, that's like my wife. She does 80% homemade. Like her chili, meatballs, everything. Spaghetti sauce. Everything homemade, and it tastes so much better being homemade than store-bought. But what I am going to attempt now scares me, because if I screw up, believe me, I got plenty more keep trying, but I need to pull this one a little bit tight. There we go. See, this is my cable that runs to the other UP5 panel on the back of the layout. And as you can see, I don't like slack. And I'm about to cut this and put a new plug on it. See, that one went to the side over here. So, I mean, that ain't much slack. I can live with that. I can just tie that up. But I've got one that goes to the center table, the center part of the layout. And that thing's, well, I'll show you how long this bad boy is. And I don't have any other need for this long of a cable. I mean, that's a little bit overkill. But I guess as long as I get the colors to match, I made all these. I mean, I made every one of my plugs. If you are going DCC and you do want to make your own plugs, get you one of these. It tells you 6-pin, 8-pin. Pretty cool. And buy you a couple bags of the RJ12, because I bought a bunch of them, and then I had my cable man give me a snot load of them. Well, I'll tell you what, that fingertip is sore. Ooh. You don't know how much it scares me. Because it's been a while. Okay, now cut it right there. No turning back, right? Here we go. Live TV, I'm about to screw up. But now I do have a jumper that I can make for others. I'll lay that over there. Okay. Now the one thing I do like about this tool is that it clips. You got to get it past it, but it does clip. And strip your wire at the same time. Perfect length. I mean, that's pretty cool. All in one movement. And there is 2 sharp razor blades in there. Well, actually, there's 3. You got the 2 that cuts the jacket, and then on this side, you've got the one that gives you your length. And it straightens them out pretty perfect too. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is get your old jack out that you knew worked. And if you're holding the plug up with the release, okay, Come on, fingers. With that release, your wire is always on your right side. Your white wire, excuse me. So let's try it. You slide it up in there. Let's do this first. This is the 6. There's a certain way this goes in where it locks it. Okay, it's that way. Come on, fingers. It slides into where it says number 6. You push it in all the way. Make sure your white wire is on the right side of your latch. And squeeze. Why aren't you releasing? Oh, it's on that lip. I think I screwed up. Oh, it just caught on that little lip. Pretty cool. Okay. That wasn't a screw up. It was caught on the lip. What that machine does is in the center of these plugs, I know you can't hardly see it, but there is it's smooth in the beginning. But when you crimp that down, there is a little plastic piece that goes in and locks them. And I don't think this one's going to work. You know why? Oh, I love my job. Why I had to do that is because the first stages and second stages didn't do their job. Well, the first stage did. It cut the sleeve. Second stage didn't by cutting the there. That's better. Those, oh, come on. That's what I'm saying. You buy a bunch of these JR12, RJ12 jacks because you will screw up. Okay, back to stage 1. Put this in like so. And then you put your wire. Like I said, if you hold that little clip that you lock in at the top, your white wire will be always on the right hand side. That way you know your plugs are lining up right. Okay, get in there. And what this does is when it clamps down, it cuts in to them wires. And you got a plug. And that one looks a lot better. Okay. What I'm going to do is plug this in. I'm going to walk over here to a second, take my throttle with me, and see if it works. It should light up. I don't have track ran to it, but it should still light up. Watch, I just screwed myself on the lines. I might cut that off. Okay. And that's one thing you know, if you got it right, it will lock. If you don't, it will not lock into your foot. That much I do know. Stay there. All I gotta do is turn that on. Okay, everything's off. This panel is lit. Oh, where'd I put my throttle at? Let's see if it's lit. Yes, I have a green light on my throttle. Now I won't have no red light or yellow light or green light on it because I do not have track power to it. But I do have a green light on it. So that's a good accomplishment. I didn't screw up that bad. Oh. Okay. Now, like I said, I've been pedal farting around for a week on a layout. Just taking my time, relaxing, just chilling. But let's go up top and see what's been going on in the layout. As far as what I've been getting accomplished. I can remember what camera it is. I think this is it. Hey, yeah, okay, hi. Now I'm on a different view. That way I can. Oh, I just tore my pants. Oh well, just added $60 to the price of them. Okay. Now what I have done is I have gotten. I'm trying to do this without making you puke. I got my coal run in. It goes all the way around. Oh God, move your chair. It'll horse you all the way around to here. I'm able to hold. I can load 5 cars at a time. Where the feeder sits now, that can change. These were gave to me, along with a couple other cars. A Burlington and a Healthy Choice gondola. The guard shack is there. I did my road over the track. All this is a piece of poster board that I rubbed on the tracks, took a very sharp razor blade and went down beside the tracks and put them in. Easy pleasy. Done, did. Here are 2 throwouts that I got put in that work. These probably will not have switch machines. This one might. I take that back because this takes you out onto the center layout. This switch here takes you over to a junkyard. This little green area will be my junkyard, maybe. Who knows? Oh, I popped the green out. Okay. I had to fire up that. Now, I've got this switch right here is hooked up to my very first servo. Well, tortoise. And like I said, this is just temporary. This is my little panel that I made. Kill this light underneath here. I find a button. It has the main line here and that switch over there. That's the only two. That is it. This is just drywall screwed up, but this is a on-off double throw double pull switch. That is taking me over to the coal mine entrance, and then if I switch it back, it goes to straight. I was real surprised. I was real pleased that I did this. But these are the two switches that I screwed myself on. That hole and that hole are right down perfect next to that piece of wood. So I got to build a block underneath, take a 3/4 inch block, glue it, butt it up against this plywood or this piece of 3/4 that's underneath here, and re-drill it. But on the bottom part, I have to take a bigger drill bit because of the throw. I'm adding that extra 3/4. I hope it still works because it's really going to be hard to get in here and throw hand throws back on this. So this is a must as far as getting the switch. I did get my double main in for my coal. Come on, camera, ride with me. They're able to hold 6, 8 cars on the back, 6 cars on the front. Now the way I have it set up is they will, let me walk down there and I'll show you. First, let me put you where you can see me. Well, see what I'm doing. Okay, now at the end of the rainbow, there's not a pot of gold, believe me. This is my little container of hand switches, throws. I have a switch here that I got to put another servo on. It comes around. Let me back this up. Voila. It comes down around, and I have another switch right here off this main line that takes you back out on here. Excuse me. They can enter and exit either way, whichever way they're running. If you coming in this way, you pull up, drop your cars, come around on the outside track, push them down in, pull them back out, hook up another, push it back in, load them out, gone. This is set up similar to what Island Creek is set up as. That was a coal mine's name back in the 70s and 80s was Island Creek. It was one of the biggest coal producers in this area at that time. My father-in-law worked for the company when it was Island Creek. I worked for the company when it was called Cliffs. God, blind moment. Missed it. Man, I missed the money. But this right here, there's my drill bit. This will be finishing out here. The road will come down through here, come across, and horseshoe back around underneath us out onto the center layout. I've got another switch up there that'll take you out onto the center. The center is, yeah. I don't have the slightest idea what I'm doing with the center yet. I know it's going to be an industrial. I know it's going to be industries. I am going to put a downtown scene in there. That way, everybody's got to have a downtown scene. Oh, but I just wanted to jump on here and let y'all know what's been going on, what's been happening. Oh, I hate them right there. Do never click them. It will take you to a porn site. If you're into that, go for it. But 9 times out of 10, it's a virus. So if you ever have one of them come across your table, do not click on it because it can wipe your tower out. That's about all I have done as far as the layout goes. And what I've been doing this week. Now I'll probably jump on later and it'll be in the back room. Oh, it's good to hear you talk to you too, Joe. I apologize that I haven't been on all the time like I have been, but you all know. Well, that's weird looking at yourself. That way, I'll probably be in the back train room, or yeah, where I build all my models at. The building that we all seem to be working on together, the courthouse. I had HO scale lights, outdoor lights. They're too big. They're just too big for that building. And they're HO scale. Me personally, I think a light bulb or a light fixture on the outside of a building should not be as big as a man's head. Period. It's a small, inky-dink little light. So I ordered, I'm just starting out with 2 of the N-scale lights, identical to it. I shoved one through the hole that I drilled on, where the front white doors are, the doubles. That's where the 2 conscious, however you say it, lights are going for now. And then the door off to the left, the white one, there's 2 there. They give off just enough glow to where these 2 don't interfere with these 2. But I'll show you that when I go back there. What's been going on? That building's fun to put together, especially the angles. Nah. I found out on the angle parts, the 2 tips that go into the wall, if you shave them down a little bit, it fits a little bit better. that was an hour and a half of and then I didn't shave the edge, you know, the 45s. I just cut down those nibs that sit down inside the wall. That way it didn't take away from the 45 or the 22, excuse me. That's on there. But I'm gonna jump. The wife made breakfast, and well, welcome to the HO version. You need an N-scale bridge, gurney bridge. It's a double track. Yeah, it is a double track. N-scale girder bridge. I tried N-scale. Nah, that's just new. Not for me. And I did find, oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. I did find the girders that go with the bridge, N-scale bridge. And the little, I know these are going to be hard to see because they're N-scale, but the pedestal that sits on top of these to raise your bridge. There's 4 of them in here. Because it is a double rail bridge. But if you want it, my email is in the description. Shoot me an email and let me know you want it, and it's yours. Like I said, I'm not going to stay on much longer because my breakfast is sitting there, and I have been pushing an hour. Man, I didn't think I'd have 20 minutes worth of stuff to do. Of course, when you screw up twice on live TV, you know. But I'm going to jump and eat, and I will leave. Better never. Hey, I like your lake, dude. That lake's gonna look good. Your little pond. I like that. And I will eat, get a couple things done, and I'll jump back on later after everybody else is on and off. I might do a late show tonight just to sit back and enjoy company, like we used to do in the old days. But from my house to your house, may the good Lord be with you. Be safe and keep playing with trains. Later all.